So you want to buy a new house, but in order to do that, you have to sell your current house first. How can you do that and not be homeless in the meantime? 2 words, contingent offer. That's what we're talking about today, so let's get started. Hi, I'm Carrie Palmore, a principal broker with Premier Property Group, LLC, and part of the Palmore Group in Newberg, Oregon. And today, we're going to talk about contingent offers. Technically, there are many contingencies in a real estate transaction, but when you hear the term contingent offer, it's usually referring to having to sell a home before you can close on your new home. There are many things to be aware of and discuss when you're dealing with a contingent offer. Things such as, will the house you're offering on be changed to bumpable or contingent, or will the seller change it to pending status instead? A true contingent offer means that the seller can still market the property, and if they get a better offer, you're given 24 to 48 hours to terminate or remove the contingency. I prefer to ask the seller to mark the property as pending, at least for a short time, like 2 to 3 weeks, so that we can't be bumped out of position. If the buyer can't get an acceptable offer in that time frame, then the status is changed to bumpable. In exchange for the seller allowing us to do this, we go ahead with the home inspection and remove that contingency. That way the seller knows that we're equally invested in the process. The risk is, if we can't get the buyer's home sold in that time period, we may be out the inspection costs. But in most cases, it's a risk that the buyer is willing to take. There are some other risks that come along with a contingent offer. Once the buyer has accepted an offer on their home, they have to sell it, even if something falls apart with the home that they are purchasing. And trying to coordinate the closing dates of both houses can also be a challenge. So it's always good if the buyer has a backup plan in place for short-term housing. These are a couple things to consider when writing a contingent offer. These transactions can be very tricky, and it's always best to have a professional to guide you through it. The Palmore Group has a lot of experience with contingent offers, so if you're thinking that you might want to explore this option, give us a call. We are a small team located in Newberg, Oregon. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and be sure to subscribe below so that you don't miss any of our videos. You can check us out on our website or any of our social media platforms listed below. And until next time, remember, it's a good life.